Hello again, wrestling fans. This is Discuss TNA Impact. We are back again after a week off due to a best of show. That is not on us. We do not take weeks off. I'm here with Gary the Horror King. I used to play a noise. I just remembered I haven't had it anymore. So, so as always, we have some TNA news, Bound for Glory updates. I'm going to rant about WrestleDream, which started Saturday at, I believe, 6:30 and ended about a half hour ago, Gary. Did you know that?
Oh, wow. It was an all
2.5 day show. It was 2.5 days long.
Oh, I think it was something we talked about way back when we heard they were going to do a 2-day show or something. We were like,
yeah, no, that's not true. But it was five. How would you? Do you think a 5.5 hour show is too much?
Yeah, way too much. I used to like when WWE. I mean, I had already stopped watching WWE then, but at least with WWE, they have a multitude of shows that everybody tend to clamor to, and it gets good ratings. But
yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but they don't do that. They don't come close to this shit anymore. They don't do fucking 5 hour shows unless it's WrestleMania. Like they learned. So Gary is a huge hater of pre-shows, and these bastards had a 2-hour pre-show, or it was an hour. First off, it was called 0 hour. It was 90 minutes.
Well, I'm just gonna start off.
The first 20 minutes, the audio was broke. Ready? So there's 3 matches, and I'm looking at the time, and there's 35 minutes left on the pre-show. I'm like, oh my god, Gary's gonna go fucking like you would lose your mind because they added a pre-show match, like a 4-on-4 that lasted 20 fucking minutes. 4 pre-show matches.
Good. Sounds like a good time. One of my fluid pills that I need, which means a lot of bathroom breaks, if you will, Jay.
Oh yeah, I can imagine for you. Gary has a bad connection, might have some issues there, but let me play something here because, and I promise we have a bunch. Hang on. Okay, first off, this is interesting. This is about TNA before we get to something else, which I think is really funny, an AEW thing, and then we'll move on from AEW. And in recent years, Full Metal Mayhem has concluded with a pinfall of submission. However, at Bound for Glory on October 26th, the titles will be suspended above the ring in Full Metal Mayhem for the first time since 2015. Very cool. Kind of breaking news. We also have the updated Bound for Glory lineup, which they added a bunch of matches to. But check this out, okay? I just want to play this for fans, everyone out there, because I thought it was hysterical and interesting. This is Mariah May. Mariah, I'm pretty sure it's Mariah. Absolutely gorgeous. Had a great match against Willow Nightingale. I reviewed this friggin' show. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just so fucking painfully, ridiculously long. Like, whatever. Okay, so this is the post-media scrum. This girl's been out for, what, 5 hours? This is like hour 7. It started a half hour late, this thing. This is like hour 7. She comes out all nice. She does, all the right things. She makes a joke. And here's Tony Schiavone.
Members of our media here, so please raise your hand, and we'll get you the microphone. Any questions for Mariah May, who is still the Women's World Champion?
They usually jump right in with questions. There's nothing else. There's nothing. Ready?
Don't be shy.
Still going.
What's wrong? You guys don't like women's wrestling?
Oh, you guys don't like women's wrestling. Okay, so finally,
you guys like to tweet them up?
I'll lower this for a second because guy from Body Slam asked an amazing question about who would you like to face next.
Interesting to add.
Jesus Christ. Okay, ready?
It's my time now.
Here she goes again.
Any other questions?
I apologize for
Anything
being
interesting to add? Anyone?
Dead silence.
Anyone? I think they're just stunned by the glamour.
No, they're idiots.
They're not
journalists.
Thank you very much for taking the time.
Good work, guys. You have a bright future in media.
You have a bright future in media, you fucking clowns. Oh, that made my fucking day listening to that.
Oh, is she from Australia? I detected an
I think she is,
Australian accent.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're also anti-Australian, sexist, call them whatever you want. All right. Sorry about that if you don't give a shit. But Bound for Glory is finally shaping up. What did we get?
Oh, yeah.
We're getting 4 more matches this week?
I think, and then they mentioned the Monsters Ball match is being sponsored by the theatrical release of The Eye of the Salamander by director Pavel Nikolchev. So
Gary
watch
might
for that on
actually
November.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say we, whatever. We get a retweet from somebody involved in that movie. Gary will review it on his horror channel. Yeah, it's one of the biggest horror channels on YouTube, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we got Nemeth Hendry for the TNA title, PCO Cardona, Monsters Ball for both of those titles, the TNA Digital Media and the International Heavyweight. I don't like the idea of that one. I mean, I don't know. I love PCO, but it's whatever. Mike Santana versus Moose in a grudge match. Says singles match on Wikipedia. If someone can edit that, please. I don't know how to do that. The System versus the Hardys versus ABC. Triple threat. Full Metal Mayhem with the stipulation I just said. And Jordan versus Masha for the Knockouts title, which we will get to how that makes sense in a minute.
Oh, and speaking of Bound for Glory, I guess it's been derived that the ticket sales have been moving swiftly, and we're easily going to have a sold out show. So that marks another sold out pay-per-view. Well, this is understandable. This is like one of our 4 tentpole shows, but still more, momentum,
When was
going
the last time they did not show up? They didn't sell out a show.
I want to say last
when
year
Scott was around.
Yeah, we had a string of shows that never sold out. They were near sellouts.
Oh yeah,
yeah, definitely.
Painfully. Sorry, this is random news, but I think it's, I don't know, Goldberg. It's Goldberg related news, so I mean, everybody kind of likes Goldberg or hates him or he's interesting or whatever. Eric Bischoff said,
I don't know, I still like.
I mean, I think it's a great idea, and I do too. I mean, he's a fucking star. But like, I feel like people aren't used correctly. So Bischoff says Braun Breaker should be the one to send Goldberg into retirement. I think I just love the idea. I don't know. I just looked at it fast and like, God, that's good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
use him. Like, use these old guys retire. No, legends, whatever. I'm a fucking Goldberg mark. So I don't mean to shit on him at all. I'm just saying, like, use these people. Like,
no,
whatever.
They definitely should give him his proper send off. I do know he was excited being Goldberg back. I don't know what, about a decade ago. He wanted to kind of show his
he's still popping up every now and then.
His daughter or his son.
He's still popping up every now and then. I bet he has a match at fucking what's his name next week.
Yeah, and I mean, I think what happened, Jay, I think a lot of people don't want to see a Goldberg because of the disaster with the Undertaker, and I don't know. I mean, I'm totally fine with, like you said, writing them off into the sunset. I'd be more than willing.
I mean, and especially if it's a Goldberg Breaker thing. I mean, it's not gonna be a fucking. You know what I mean? He's not gonna have to be a great match.
No, definitely.
Breaker can just spear him fucking 15. And Breaker also does a spear, so that's like kind of a big thing.
Oh, okay.
But whatever.
Spear versus
I mean,
kind of.
we're both kind of Goldberg fans here, and that dude's gonna be a monster star anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like something like that would totally help. That's what they fucked up with Bray. Rest in peace. Like, goddamn, if he just beat the Undertaker instead of fucking losing and then shaking his hand or whatever it was. But okay, back to TNA. So it turns out we learned TNA taped out of order this week, or last tapings. So nobody in the fucking universe has spoilers for what happened at these shows, except my boy Richard Robles. Double R. Damn it, never thought of that. Double R.
There you go.
The entire world, even Cage Match I looked at, they are using his spoilers. How about some fucking, can someone be like, thank you, or give us credit somewhere? I was about to mention one, but I didn't. Okay, good. So, but like, they don't have a lot. That's the thing. And like, he mentioned a match where it's coming up. I'm not even sure when. Like, these are so out of order. There's 3 matches that are coming up, and I guess they're next week. I don't even want to say them because they're
we
spoilers,
still
but
have...
one involves Sami Callihan in a team against the System, and that's happening next week, and we have spoilers for that. So you know what I mean? This is that'll be the 3rd week, so that they taped out of order, which is odd.
Well, the problem was, Jay, is the first week was a best of, and I think that threw everything off because people were
also the hurricane and all.
Yeah, and I might add, coming out of these tapings, I noticed like there were some people saying that, well, the crowd was really small, but I'm like, not really, considering all the coming out of it with Helene canceling everything and shutting everything down. I thought TNA did a very good job of recouping all of that momentum.
As long as they got fans their money back, because I saw that was a big complaint.
Definitely. Oh, and then not to mention they donated the proceeds to the cause.
Oh yeah, very cool. Yeah,
that's more than our politicians are doing right now.
That's true. It's true. I mean, people talk about how cheap TNA is. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking donating money on shows. Like, fuck you. What are you donating? Thanks to Dr. Shrage from the Just Another Pro Wrestling group. Jake Something is the new DPW World Champion. Ouch, that name hurts. It's kind of the name of my old site,
okay.
but it's not.
Is he really? Well,
it's not what it stands for. It's a real. I forget what their DPW stands for, but yeah, good for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it gives him something. Maybe we'll see that title pop up on TNA. Who knows?
Yes, and okay. Sorry, I was trying to find more TNA news. I don't think we have any more, so I guess we'll get into the show. Wait. Oh yeah, we just ran. We ran down the BFG matches. Okay. Shit, I thought I saw one more thing of news that I wanted to mention before we get into the show, but I guess not. Well, it was Dusty Rhodes' birthday over the weekend, and Jeff Jarrett's been talking about him. Happy birthday, Dusty. Rest in peace. And I guess check that out, people. Oh, here it is. Wow, randomly came across this. I was trying to find it in one room. I couldn't. Matt and Jeff Hardy. Breaking news from Matt Hardy that wasn't posted on Twitter as far as I saw. Matt is saying, myself and Jeff will be participating in both nights of the pre-show meet and greets when TNA comes to Detroit for Bound for Glory. So that's pretty big. I mean, who the fuck doesn't want to see Jeff Hardy? And I mean, if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
So if they don't sell out, like that shit will definitely sell out. Fucking guys. People don't realize how huge this guy is. He could be the guy. He could be in the world championship match right now. You know what I mean? Like, at any moment, he could just step into the world title match. I think everybody would be like, yep, okay, it's Jeff Hardy. Like, we're cool with that. And now let's get to the actual show. First off, that means I have to pull up my the greatest review in the history of wrestling from Christian Thompson at TJR Wrestling. I got it wrong last time. Sometimes I say TJ Wrestling. I don't know why I thought it was TJ Wrestling, but whatever.
Speaking of Christian, he called me out on the kangaroo fight.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, pretty cool. He had my opponent all picked out. I don't know if he owns a few kangaroos in Australia.
That's funny.
I go, keep in mind, I'm 5'8". Now that's 6 foot plus, like some of these kangaroos that he had, So
really quick, if anybody out there was paying attention to my drama with Fightful, I should be in jail by now, like 8 different times, according to that coked out piece of dog shit. None of you to mention his name, but whatever. Literally posted on Twitter. We're going to the fucking cops about him. I think I read the whole thing like 3 weeks ago, whatever it happened. Nope. He went to a baseball game and a football game and a bunch of other things. That's how afraid he was for his fucking female workers that I was supposedly harassing because they got involved with my fucking family members, which if you do, you are open fucking season to me. But that's all over. That's all over for the moment.
And trust me, from what I know of Jay, he is very protective of his nieces and nephews and shit. So hands off.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if I ever told you that part, but like that was a thing. Like they kind of like everyone involved like knows that. Like everyone involved knows that like I'm incredibly like protective and like I don't want to be totally lame, but a girl I was with died like 10 years ago, and I haven't dated much since. So if you go look at my Instagram, it's basically me and my nieces and my family. So someone actually, Kyle, I'll just say it. Kyle from Total Nonstop Impact, the first people who to fuck with my underage nieces, said we did it because we realized that was your weakness. And then Sean Sapp does the same fucking thing years later, so we couldn't even be creative. That part actually got me more mad. I mean, it didn't get more mad than the underage kids being involved part, but I mean, goddamn, top journalist, whatever. Sorry, back to TNA. So, a little worrying. I'm not sure if TNA fans know this. They have not been on NXT in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
There's been no mention of TNA in 2 weeks, as far as I know. So, we did get Wendy Chu here and Sol Ruka, who Gary did a very good job of making the What do you call it, dude? Graphic? You want to call it creepy? Well, hey, then you call Gary. You call Gary creepy because he does the graphics.
Well,
He was, like, Jay, he was like, Jay, what should I make? And I'm like, I don't know, probably just like a male wrestler. Don't be sexist. I'm kidding. I say the opposite.
Ruka might come for me.
I'm kidding. Sol Ruka is gorgeous, like these other friggin' every one of these girls that comes in, man. I keep saying it. Like they look like, okay, not counting Wendy Q because she's like a character, but like they're all so good and polished. Like,
and not to mention, somebody had mentioned that Sol Ruka is the most talented one that we've gotten thus far, and I can't.
Somebody in the group, and I think maybe Thompson. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Thompson, 2.5 stars. It was okay with a weak and seemingly rushed finish. That only made sense after the match where Masha looked annoyed that Grace had finished the match when she could have taken out Steels herself. Okay, so yeah, fun match. Wait, was it not? Okay, so they just like gave each other a look, I guess, afterwards. I thought they kind of fought here, Jordan and Masha,
oh yeah,
I guess they just kind of like she gave like a look.
Oh, Masha and Grace.
Yeah.
There's definitely some friction.
And then
there.
later on, it had. All right, we'll get to it later on. So, Gia was looking for an interview with Sinner Saint and Josh, who are called the Northern Armory.
Oh God,
and I gotta say,
WrestleDream.
Gary was making fun of the name WrestleDream before we started, and yeah, I mean, but I actually stuck up for AEW, which I never do because like there's just no name. There's like no names left.
Yeah. Fair.
I like to look at indie shows to see what they call themselves.
I don't know what I hear.
Every fucking name has been taken 8 times.
When I hear the faction name, the Northern Armory, it makes it sound like it's a soup kitchen or something.
Oh yeah. No, I mean,
really bad.
Again, I still think it's like they're trying to focus on Josh, but like not too much because they know he's leaving. I mean, I don't know. That's a terrible fucking name. This is a terrible group that no one's gonna respect in any way. It's not even like Josh has been winning, or these guys have been winning. It's a group of losers together now.
Yeah, why don't they call it like the Northern Alliance or something like that? You know what I mean?
Are these guys even Canadian?
I think.
What is the northern part? Okay, they are. Okay.
I think Saint and Center are I think there's more or less Scott guys. I think.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so they probably won't be around for long. Okay, Nick Nemeth gets in the ring. Always a big fan of these.
Yeah, they've been under in your in-ring promo.
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, I swear to God, there was like a year where they didn't do one. They didn't do one of these goddamn things, and now it's almost weekly. Don't go too far with it, but you know.
Yeah, it was like Scott didn't want anybody in ring promoting unless it's him.
I didn't notice that either. Thompson says, I just noticed that Hendry had his own personalized microphone. Did you catch that? No, I didn't catch that.
Oh, he did. Hendry did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't notice. Nice catch.
Great question. He wanted to know. This is what I want to talk about. He wanted to know if John Layfield was going to interfere in their main event. So I mean, like they're already setting that up.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then I saw something. I think it was on Twitter or something, and it showed like JBL's jacket hat.
Oh really?
Yeah, or something. I don't know. I don't know if they're like marketing that so like people can buy it. I can't remember what I did see on it. I just thought like I guarantee you he's gonna have a huge
we see this. Sorry, go ahead.
Just make a huge play into what goes on. I think what comes out of Bound for Glory.
Yeah, I mean, I just clicked on his Twitter. I don't know what he's saying. It says, now I have your attention. Who believes? What is he wearing? A TNA shirt. Always. He's always wearing a TNA shirt. Like, Jesus, this guy's...
Yeah.
He should get paid fucking part of the proceeds. Proceeds, whatever. Profits.
Well, then there was the story that broke that Joe Hendry has a lot longer. Didn't we talk about
it? Longer than people thought.
Yeah.
But check this out. Ready? Here's what he tweeted today. Someone tweeted, kind of crazy how fast Joe Hendry fell off the radar. I mean, I guess you can agree if you only watch NXT because he's gone. He left. Hendry quoted it and said, kind of crazy how poorly that tweet will age in about 4 months. Now that's scary because I'm pretty sure that's when his contract runs out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's like a... But again, so I just said like he's literally promoting the thing, but then he's tweeting like, "Yeah, just wait until I'm at it, TNA." Yeah, I'm like pretty sure that's exactly what he's tweeting because we found out he got like 4 more months, I think. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it was like exactly like 4 more months. Maybe it was 5 when a month ago when we found out.
We're talking hard to kill in that case, because that'd be past Bound for Glory.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I have no idea, but yeah, that sucks. So, but yeah, fun opening thing. Who else came out here? I think it was a kind of a revolving door segment with First Class and.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then Santino made always fun. Santino.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the night when his music hits and he comes out and he just he's just so fucking great, man.
Kind of giving us our own theme version of it.
He made the match, and I mean, I don't know. I didn't like when it was like we didn't know who was making matches, and like matches just get made. I know it's stupid, but like WWE does it with their fucking 2 guys. I think it works nicely. They have the 2 GMs, and now TNA has Santino, even his daughter for the knockout sometimes if she's still around. I don't know. AEW doesn't do that. AEW doesn't do that shit. They just kind of here's a fucking match. Here's a fucking match.
Probably the line he said all year. He goes, "You see those white balls? Those are my eyes."
Yeah, that was good. Not sure about
Funny.
Heather Reckless being anywhere near Ash by Elegance, and I hate to say that because goddamn, Ash by Elegance is beautiful. Like, I just hate that we have to dislike her because her character sucks so bad, and the Iceman is just a weird creep, and I don't know what this was. Now they got Heather Reckless with her, but I guess maybe they'll feud. I don't know.
And right now they're kind of going with her as being the makeover queen for I can't think of what's her name? Reckless.
Heather Reckless. Yeah.
Heather. I'm like, it's just fine, but where we've seen this enough, like makeovers, people under factions or.
To be fair, I think they have to keep some people in a holding pattern unless they have a. What the hell's the name of that match? It's a Bound for Glory. Shit. It's like men versus women. Fucking somebody gets a title shot at the end.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh,
Glory.
I mean, like a Feast or Fired?
Close.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Bound for Glory fucking what do you call those matches where there's a bunch of people and you gotta like throw them over the top and then there's like 5 left and you gotta like or whatever, there's 2 left and you gotta pin each other.
Elimination?
Yeah, fuck, they had a Bound for Glory there was a goddamn name for it. Now I'm losing. I swear I was talking about Global so many fucking times and I can't think of the goddamn match.
Yeah.
Elimination. All right, whatever. Okay, I'll find it in a second. Let's get back to.
Or we could just move on to the next match with Josh Alexander and Eric.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still looking at this fucking thing,
Yeah.
but everything I'm googling is showing me recent news, and it's really annoying me that I can't think of this match because I feel like it would be perfect, but they would have like 20 more people to use. You stick them all in that goddamn match. Somebody wins the. It's bound for. Oh God! All right, whatever. So Josh Alexander with his crew versus Eric Young. Could just won this match. Have we seen this match multiple times recently? Am I crazy?
Well, I think it was last week he first turned on Eric. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right.
But the thing is, like, we have seen stuff like this, with the heel, recently turned heel, and like someone.
Yeah, it's. I always say, man, why not keep them together longer?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, let the fucking team become a team, like a believable goddamn team for a little, and then you do this so people care more. Like, man, let's think of all the amazing times. Let's think of all the incredible. Fucking word. I can't even think of the goddamn word. Let's all think of the.
I do see a lot of Judas Icarus and Travis Williams. What's her name? The name of the team. They do kind of remind me of a very young Wolves tag team.
Yeah, they could be good.
Yeah,
sorry, I was gonna say. Let's all think of the amazing Josh Alexander and Eric Young tag team matches through the years. You know what I mean? What was that? Fucking 2? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. It's hard to. I don't want to say I'm not paying attention to Josh, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be gone, and I don't like this group, and it's weird.
Like the uncertainty to know what's going to become of him, because we do know he's in conjunction with Maple Leaf Wrestling, and if he's going to have to pick a side, it's probably going to likely be up north. I don't know.
That is correct. Call your shot gauntlet battle royal. Thank you,
There.
Robles.
There you go.
Damn it. Oh, that was making me crazy. Also, shit. Should have mentioned this earlier. Jesus, what the hell's his name? Remember I sent you his picture? He's going to be at Bound for Glory. Awesome fucking guy. He's a AAA fucking guy. He's like the best AAA guy.
Yeah.
Vikingo.
Yeah, Vikingo.
Vikingo is going to be at Bound for Glory. Now, I saw this. I have a graphic of Vikingo is going to be at Bound for Glory. I've never seen it come from TNA. This came from a Lucha place. And I sent it to like TNA as like a reply, and I'm like, legit, with a question mark, and I'm pretty sure no one will ever answer me, so it doesn't matter. But
I think this stems, Jay. I heard a report that AEW has had I don't know, they kind of been one-siding that relationship, and I don't know if this is a AAA basically saying a big F you to Tony Khan and his promotion down south, because I don't know, they've been kind of like, I don't know if they've been like at odds over the booking of who should win or whatever.
I'm sure. They're jobbing out fucking New Japan guys, so God knows what they're doing to these other guys.
Yeah. Favored New Japan over AAA, which to a degree makes a little bit of sense, but I don't know. AAA is pretty important as well. So to just throw that into the trash can is kind of good.
Yep. Don't know who threw anything to a trash can, but okay. So yeah, I don't know. Didn't really love this. The match was fine, but I don't know where you go with that. So Steve Macklin backstage. He was knocked out. Obvious by Icarus and Williams, says Thompson. Gotta believe Thompson. Williams got a chair from under the ring. Williams and Icarus pinned Young. Okay, so I totally missed it. So they actually cut to the back while during a match, multitasking.
Oh yeah, very interesting.
Nice work.
Coming out of the storyline, the Satan Center. One half they're facing Macklin on Explosion this week. So
yeah, is Macklin becoming a face? I guess he is.
Yeah. But
so
still
cool.
kudos to kind of in the storyline with Explosion and in
the
main
definitely
tentpole show.
Yeah, something that no one gives them credit for. The matches got better, like I said a while ago. Everybody complained about Explosion. There's really not much reason to not watch it now. It's on YouTube. The matches are pretty good. This week, Rosemary faces someone, and like you said, Macklin, they keep this going. It would be nice if there was a reason for that Rosemary match, but whatever. It's not all going to be perfect. So this was cool. Backstage, Jordan was looking for Masha. She walked into a creepy room that had a bunch of knockouts photos with all their faces crossed out, which is what Masha used to do when she came in. Remember crazy-ass Masha?
Yeah.
That was awesome. She was like fucking Goldberg when he came in. We thought she was going to be fucking Goldberg. But we really thought she was going to be Goldberg. She was just going to come in and fucking never lose.
And if you notice too, Jay, they kept that storyline in play where it never really ended with Masha's crossing off the knockout. So
very cool. Yeah. Okay, but where is this room? And has it been there the whole time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
If she crossed out the other ones who were there in the meantime, that means this room has been there the whole time.
Yeah, it's never gone away. He's just never been able to.
I get it. It's cool though. Whatever. It's a cool thing. Christian, they're adding a story to the match, thankfully, and should play off their 2022 feud where Masha couldn't get the win after multiple attempts. Yeah, she's got to win. There's no doubt. Or she gets knocked out, and Tessa Blanchard takes her spot. But whatever. Tessa recently shared a mask from Bound for Glory 2019, I believe, on Instagram. I don't know.
Oh, bro.
I think she was wearing the mask again, or so. I don't know. I just feel like her posting that with the actual Bound for Glory background weeks before Bound for Glory, come on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's got to be something there.
What are they gonna say? She comes back with a mask, so we kind of
No, it was her. It was just a picture of her with she had a mask. She had a mask one time. I forget why. It was like a TNA thing. She had the mask made for Bound for Glory. It was like a special. I guess it was like, Lucha fucking Tessa.
Oh,
She was so great. I guess we forgot about this. But she took the mask off when she came. It was like a ring accessory. She took it off when she got to the ring.
Oh, okay. I think
she didn't wear the mask in the ring.
Yeah.
So it looked cool as fuck, and she was just pointing it out, like remember this mask or whatever it was. I don't know. Check Instagram. Maybe I didn't fucking read the whole thing. Point is, she had a picture of herself at Bound for Glory just a few weeks before Bound for Glory. So, and then Mike Santana addresses Moose, and good God,
yeah,
even he said it. Let me fight. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
stop with them. This dude has done so many fucking promos, and this is one of those in the ring ones that I would take away because it hurts. Like, he's done how many interviews and promos, and good God, we know everything about him.
They better hope that these promos don't count as appearances in case we don't have him locked under a contract.
Seriously, is that it? I mean, is he not allowed to wrestle until fucking a certain date?
Yeah, it's a waste of such an awesome talent.
Seriously, it's like they're like hurting his power. They're like hurting his star power by.
Yeah, and he has like a major.
Fuck off.
He has a major losing streak as it is. Like, I think he's one.
It's a weird. Yeah, such a weird. Like he had to come in from AEW kicking ass. Like that was my thing. Like he had to. And like we said, I think last time, they should have made him like fucking Stone Cold. What's his name?
And I'm sorry, I count matches where he was a part of like someone's team and they don't win too, because
that counts. Yeah.
You know what I mean, and it just makes him really like not a very worthy challenger to a multi-time champion in Moose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And good catch by Thompson here. I'd be more excited for it if they hadn't already had a match on a random Impact episode a few months back.
Fair, very fair. Yeah.
Jesus, I feel like he hasn't even been back for months. Like, good God, they are fucking him up so bad.
Yeah.
And they're usually really good with everyone that cut like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially a guy like him. Like,
I think with me, Jay,
are they punishing him for leaving?
I was one of the people putting AEW down for the way they were treating him then, and now it's kind of
maybe it's him.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's a tag team guy that just can't be anything without what's his name. Whatever, we'll see. Like, I don't know. I don't want him beating Moose. I don't feel like he deserves it yet.
No, I don't think he's done.
But whatever. I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, my brain turned off during that. Like, I just don't like. Once this dude, he's been talking every week. It's like, stop. We get it. It's like with Josh when he's talking about his family and stuff. I was like, I want to throw up because I've heard the same fucking thing 800 times. Like, I could not know more about Josh. He loves his family and he loves wrestling. That's Josh.
But in a way, I kind of feel like the creative has kind of made it worse for Santana too, because of how strong they made the system. And I don't, and I get.
How stupid is it that this idiot? Sorry, Santana. No offense. I'm talking about your character. Is feuding with a fucking group of 6 people by himself?
Yeah, and I mean, I've always
he's not even like looking for a crew. You know what I mean? And somebody brought up, where the fuck is Hernandez? And exactly, if you can't get Ortiz, give him someone else. He's fighting a fucking group by himself, and he comes off like a fucking idiot.
Well, unfortunately, I guess Hernandez has kind of fallen victim of the updated wrestling scene in terms of there's some like sexual scandal or some going on with them.
Oh, okay. Well,
nobody
scratch that.
Basically,
I didn't know about that. Scratch that.
Basically, a hot potato, if you will.
Okay. How about the other guy? Suicide.
Yeah, there you go. And I think he could still.
He also. They're gonna say he's also part of a sex scandal.
Oh, is he?
No, I thought you were gonna say he's also part of the son of a bitch.
I mean, really, what's Amazing Fred up to? I mean, just to bring him in for.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was thinking of like LAX guys, but yeah, totally. He's also. I mean, he has his own goddamn wrestling company. He still wrestles. Put him in the fucking Hall of Fame. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Not to mention what's Crimson up to. I think he was let go, wasn't he?
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys. I mean, I think we'll see next year. I think we're going to see some turnover with some people leaving and some people coming in and whatever.
And the thing is with Crimson, he's still relatively young, Yeah. I know a lot of people out there. Why would you want Crimson?
Always had a good look and never seemed to get like shit from anyone for like any douchey stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hardys versus ABC. This was pretty much what I expected. Good
Yeah.
match before somebody stopped it because there could not be a winner in this match because they're both kind of similar and like the future versus the past. So the system came in, attacking everyone. I mean, I thought it was good, and I thought it was, pretty much exactly what I expected, but in a good way. And goddamn, the fans just fucking lose their mind for these guys, like, still, and it's so good. And then Santino came out and announces, fuck you, system, triple threat, Full Metal Mayhem match for Bound for Glory. Awesome. My favorite goddamn match. No, it's actually, Full Metal Mayhem. Yeah, I was going to say TLC. I'm not sure about the whole, I don't remember seeing one where they have the titles held above the ring, so I guess that'll be interesting. I mean, they said 2015 was the last time, so I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Now, what was this about? Sorry.
What's that? Oh, I was just going to say, the only problem I have with this Santino stuff is that he keeps coming out to the ramp. Why not have him pop up backstage and, have like Gia Miller cut him, kind of give it a little bit more excitement. It
kind of have a Tron he can pop up on?
Yeah, there you go.
I know you're a Tron guy. Okay, where did this come from? Where did the number one contenders? Where did the number one contenders for this match come from? Leon Slater, Laredo Kid, Jason Hotch. Like, they just pulled out of a hat?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel with Leon Slater. Oh, keep in mind too. I guess Leon Slater and Kushida just won some kind of big tag team championship. I don't know if it's like an IP.
Sorry, it's funny. Thompson, ready?
What's
the winner will get a title shot next week against Bailey. He was on commentary, and his voice is almost as grating as Alicia. That man makes paint. That man makes drying paint come alive.
Yeah,
a lot of people have pointed out like what a shit nothing character he is, and like I never really thought about it, but
it definitely.
I don't mind having like the one guy who's just like the great wrestler. And like to me, that's what he is. Like, so I don't mind it that much.
Yeah, I noticed it very cringy, like when he was on commentary, and I don't know, he said, I don't know, he said what he said, and then he kind of stared at I don't know if it was Ray Wald or Hannafan, and he kept staring at him like, and he come off like mega Canadian here, it just kind of like kind of an awkward moment, and then he kept like kind of staring at Hannafan, and I was like,
yeah, I always say like I love
what an awkward.
I usually love things like this, but if someone's not a good talker, don't do it. Like, there's nothing worse than a bad promo or a bad talker. Like, that's what WWE is great at, hiding people's fucking whatever, Braun Strowman, you don't see him out there in a fucking ring talking.
No, and the thing is, like, you take like your Bret Harts in the wrestling industry, they were talkers, they could hold their own with a mic, but like, this is like, you could tell this is one of the things that he needs to work on. Bailey is his talking skills and promos and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because he's used to.
Sorry.
No, just that up there, I don't think they really focus on a character. Really, they just as long as I think this is a problem.
And remember, he was signed by Scott like what 5 years ago. Never had a character.
Yeah, these flippy wrestlers, they almost have no character.
I mean, does anybody in this? Does Leon Slater have a character? Laredo Kid? I don't think he counts. He's a lucha guy. So
yeah, and then he has.
Our boy Jason Hotch. He has a character. We'll give that to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Slater maybe too soon, but again, why is he getting a fucking number one contenders match then? And Thompson is again with us. No disrespect with these three, but it feels like the X Division has dropped a lot in star power over the last few months.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did it, or is it just who they're using? Like that's something I hate about the X Division.
I think
you could put Kazarian in this match. You could put fucking.
I think
who's the monster guy that doesn't have a match? MLW guy. What the fuck's his name? Hammerstone.
Oh yeah.
Like, who's to say Hammerstone can't? That's what I always hated about the X Division. When they changed it to the all limits or whatever, like, why is it Hammerstone in this match? Why doesn't Josh say, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna go in the X Division now? Like,
yeah, right, yeah, and
it could be whatever they want it to be. So, like, I'm just saying, I disagree with Thompson in that and the star power
honestly,
thing because it is whatever most could be in there.
well, and the thing is, honestly, Jay, I think TNA needs to hire, maybe not from in, but they need to hire somebody that has this, maybe use that as a Ace Steel, bring him
Yeah.
in, put him in charge of the X division, and, like let him kind of scout, better talents or people that make more sense to that division.
Yeah, I mean, like Hotch and what's his name? We love those guys. Leave them as a fucking tag team. Get them out of the X division. They don't belong there. Laredo Kid and Leon Slater, sure.
Yeah.
But not in a number one contenders match. Like Laredo Kid pops up every few months, and like, all right. I mean, I'm fine with him because he was a former champion of the he had the digital media champion. Like, I'm okay with that. That's a bit of a stretch, but
I mean, like,
I don't know. This should be. Yeah, exactly. Where's Zach Wentz? Why isn't he in this?
Trey Miguel,
Exactly.
Like we said, we think he might.
Unless they're keeping them for the actual match, because remember, this match was to see who loses to Mike Bailey next week. Like, does anyone think Mike Bailey's not going to be champion at Bound for Glory? And the answer is Leon Slater. 3.5-minute match. Like, I don't know. What's the
I mean,
point
why not? Since we're in a working relationship with NXT, why not bring in Wes Lee or something too? You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm afraid. I don't know if they are anymore. Like, it's going to be ending, but
yeah.
Where are the Rascals?
Yeah, definitely.
Are they done? Are they just going to NXT and leaving? I didn't see them at the tapings.
Where's Blake Christian? Where's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of guys, but I mean, the Rascals. That's two of the best goddamn wrestlers, like that part of any roster that could be a tag team or in the X division or friggin' what's his name was fighting for a bigger title in WWE just recently. But whatever, maybe they'll pop in at the next tapings, and that'll make sense. So Jordan wants to speak face to face. Masha now speaks perfect English, pointed out by Thompson again. And yeah, man, good job. Maybe that was it. Like, maybe she needs to learn English, but that was cool. I would have been cool with like an evil Russian champion. So Masha was being like a dick, and it was great. It was really great. And so she challenged, or Jordan challenged her, whatever it was. So they gave her a it was basically like Jordan was like, Masha, what the fuck? Like, you're back to doing that crazy shit. Like, I thought we were cool.
Yeah, the only thing
like, I'm not gonna be in your shadow, whatever. Like, I like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this soon-to-be rivalry is, like, we see Masha and Jordan on Instagram.
Exactly. That's what my friend Laurie says, and I totally agree. They're best friends in real life. They made a video of where Jordan was on a top rope, and Masha was literally throwing things to pretend they would stick up her ass. Yeah. Remember that one?
Yeah, hold the ladder. Hold the ladder, though.
So, yeah, I do agree with that. Like, I don't know, but I guess it's the world these days, but also, like, you don't have to be so fucking open about it when it comes to, like...
Yeah, definitely.
Like, WWE guys don't do that. Like, there was a picture of them hanging out before a show, and people freaked out. You know what I mean? Like, they were running through the show, and like somebody... and like a big time wrestler was like, first off, whoever took that picture is a piece of shit. Like, you don't show that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely need to be like more PCO minded. You're always in character, and just kind of roll with it.
And, again, good point. I did feel like something was off. First Class was already in the ring for the main event, which perfectly backs up my last statement about the timing of the show. Yeah, like everything felt a little off or too fast or. And Thompson also said like it didn't feel very intense, the Masha thing, and that's fair.
Yeah,
because maybe it's like in the back of our head we know they're friends, and like, I don't know, this happened too fast. And how about Jordan gets knocked out? You find the fucking thing on her, then she goes in the back, and you find out a week later. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like they still have a few weeks. They didn't have to do it so fucking fast. But main event time. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I might want to, before we go into, I really have been very impressed with Casey Navarro and AJ Francis's chemistry. I feel like they're a better pairing, and then Rich Swann and AJ. Or
I mean, maybe it's like trying harder. Like, and again, no offense to Rich Swann, but I'm sure Navarro's a lot more hungry.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I think it kind of works more because Rich Swann was a world champion. It was like, I don't know, it was like a weird thing. Like Navarro's more of like the up and comer, and Francis is like the douchebag, awesome heel. And goddamn, how good has this guy been? Like we've said it a bunch. Like I think we laughed when they hired him, and he was one of those guys that just totally like stuck it up our ass.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they, even can get him to another year or two extended.
Yeah, it's tough. I think he even said it like, yeah, I'd like to go back. Like, because everyone wants to go back there. It's so tough. Only 7.5 minutes, which Thompson, I'm sure, is correct. It's one of the shortest main events in TNA this year. AJ Francis continues to look great, even though he loses most of his matches. I totally agree, man. He's really easy to like as a big man who can talk, annoys the fans, and has good athleticism. Yeah. Good job, Thompson. I think we both totally agree with that. But yeah, this was basically, again, he says TNA used this week's episode to make 3 more matches for Bound for Glory, which was important if they're not having a show this week. Like that was, I felt like what the show really was.
Yeah, it was a definitely.
They had to rush a few matches. Oh shit, here it is. Oh, Thompson has it. El Hijo del Vikingo will wrestle. I literally never seen it anywhere else. Unless Thompson got it from me, in which case, I don't know about that.
I seen a graph of it somewhere, but I just thought
I saw it too, but it was from a lucha place. It's
whatever. Yeah, look, they really dressed this up really good. They had I don't know if it had the TNA.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it couldn't have been like it didn't it didn't look like a photo thing. Like
yeah.
So yeah, we got through the whole thing. Wait a minute, there is a Bound for Glory gauntlet match. How did I miss that?
What's that?
When the hell did we miss that? Thompson has a card again at TJR Wrestling, and it says there's a Bound for Glory gauntlet match. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I didn't know that. That's not, I don't know where they. I'm gonna have to ask Mr. Thompson where he got that from after I stopped his call.
I wonder if, maybe I don't know. Could it be a country thing? Like maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was
advertised in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. To be fair, Christian Thompson lives in Australia, which, as everyone knows, is on the exact opposite of the world as the United States.
Well, and to be fair,
17 days behind us when it comes to the time zone. Sorry, go ahead. I don't know anything about time zones.
Well, just I was going to say, it seems like to me Australia is getting to be more of a wrestling territory than us anymore, because like people are worried about other stuff way more, than wrestling.
Yeah, we've lost it here in America. We're broken, but that's a whole different podcast probably. So yeah, that was it for this week. Bound for Glory. I mean, it's really nice seeing Bound for Glory set, especially if this Bound for Glory gauntlet is true and Vikingo is wrestling. Because, mean, maybe it comes down to, like, I don't know. I'm picturing, like, a scenario, like, where Bailey is like, fuck it, I beat everyone. I mean, I know he wouldn't do that, but maybe, like, Santino says that. Like, listen, man, you beat everyone. There's nobody left, so I had to go to AAA. And then Vikingo comes out. Like, that would be fucking badass. So, even if the show's graphic, you know what I mean? Like, that's how fucking big this dude is. And like, if he wrestles, that would be the match of the fucking year, maybe.
The only thing I think they had a hiccup in his run as was, you're talking about Speedball, right?
Well, him and Vikingo, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying if Vikingo wrestles Speedo, like that'll be fucking incredible.
Yeah, my thing is, Jay, it wasn't so long ago he lost that match, the X Division match, and that's kind of a hiccup on his record. And it's like not the way I would book somebody to face somebody like a Vikingo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also, yeah. Or maybe that was just set up him losing to Vikingo.
Yeah,
kind of knock his tits off a little bit. That doesn't make any sense, but
I would be more than fine if Vikingo could stay around for 6 months, year, 2 years.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like take a little luster off of the unbeatable. What's his name? I don't know. That's all I'm thinking. But yeah, I thought that was weird too when he did lose that. But again, I would say maybe it was like a WWE thing also. Maybe like a lot of things were in motion. Like maybe someone's going over here, and we're gonna have to do this. And
maybe they thought they might kind of tease people with a Wesley,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hitting it.
Maybe even give him the title for a little. Like they thought it would have worked out, but I think whatever. It worked out, and I'm sure they'll go back to it. Maybe just not right now at the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's about it for this week. Check out Gary's channel, which I always link. So if you're getting more subscribers, you're welcome.
No, totally nothing extra this week.
All right, well, whatever then. Maybe I forgot. Also, we're having some pretty low with views because it's always rough in there for Impact, and this one's probably going to be a nightmare coming off the best of show. But hey, we do what we do. We'll be back next time. We're excited for Bound for Glory.
We did pretty good with last week's episode with it being a filler show. I'm almost halfway to 100 or almost halfway to 200 views. So
yeah, not bad for just talking shit. And fuck you, Sean Sapp, Fightful, Trevor Dame, Voices of Wrestling, Eric from Discuss PW, the New York Jets, New York Yankees, the Eagles for not covering yesterday, and that's all I got. You got anyone?
I guess the Los Angeles Lakers, because they thought it'd be good for Bronny to be with his daddy in LA. I don't know what they were thinking, but
oh, sorry. Happy birthday to Jerry Jones. How'd you like that ass kicking, you dumb son of a bitch? Sure you enjoyed that. What did he lose?
Oh yeah,
80-0 at home on his fucking birthday.
So did Stephen.
0-3 at home. Holy fuck.
So did Stephen A. Smith. He did that. How about them Cowboys?
Did he?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I felt bad when I found out it was his birthday because I don't like the Cowboys. Like, I don't hate Jerry Jones. Like, I don't know him enough to hate him. So, but the whole thing is just funny as hell. Just as a Cowboys hater and a Giants fan, and you're a Philly fan, so we got to enjoy that at least. Also, thank you, Kyle Larson, who won me a bunch of money yesterday, winning NASCAR. That was awesome.
Nice.
And check out all distractions. We've been kind of in overtime. I'm gonna have this posted on a post with all kinds of other shit from last week and this week. So check that out, and we'll be back next week.
See you next week.